Hey guys, this is just a short little update. I made my own GitLab, which is pretty nice. I've been mostly just changing some stuff in like my configuration files and doing that. I've done a lot of stuff with like PyCom, like getting it to blur the exact way I want, and like, changing opacity for stuff, and yeah, I don't know why. I figured out I like changing the way the windows look. Not I whatever. Yeah, you know what I meant. I didn't mean the OS. I meant my Linux Windows. Man, I surprisingly still haven't gotten fully used to using Qtile. I've been using it for quite some time, and there's some things that I'm still not used to. Like, for one, growing windows. I don't know, I find it kind of weird. You can grow windows, but from the default configs, you don't, like, they only grow. You can't actually shrink windows using the window that you're on. So if you have like 5 windows and you want to shrink one of them, then you would have to like go to the other actually, does it? No, but I thought you have to go to the other window in order to shrink that window. You might not. I'm trying to think. I thought I might have did it with shift, because there's a lot of different key bindings to memorize for me. Oh god. Yeah, I made my own GitLab. If you want to check it out. Man, I started using S6 as well, because I switched from OpenRC because I figured I would try it. S6 is pretty interesting, I guess. It was a lot more difficult to actually use it than I thought it would be, because I had to figure out how in the world do you run services on boot. Just boot, like, yeah, other stuff. But it took me like 2 hours to get SDDM to run on startup, mostly because I couldn't find that much documentation on running programs at startup and how bundles actually work. I mostly use the Artix wiki, but I did find it kind of confusing. That's one of the only things I don't like about the Artix wiki, is that they don't have that much documentation, and the documentation they do have isn't the best at explaining it. Like, it's not anywhere nearly as good as, say, the Arch wiki, which, to be fair, the Arch wiki is kind of the gold standard of wikis. Just, the Arch wiki's a masterpiece. It is so useful, just from me using Arch, I guess, I know that. But yeah, I haven't looked into it yet, but I think for my next video, I was thinking I might use this one thing, or try this one thing called Hugo, apparently. Because I saw a video where it said, like, build your own website with Hugo or something, and I figured that might be fun for a project. Well, it's no website, it's some video. But it was talking about building a website with Hugo. And I don't know. I want to try something new. It would probably take me a long ass time, though, and kind of suck. But it would be something interesting to try. And the other thing I was thinking is I could just show off my setup, I guess. I still don't have a lot of stuff set up. partly because I just switched from OpenRC, so I still don't have some stuff downloaded, but also just because some stuff I haven't gotten around to really changing that much. But yeah, once I do, expect maybe getting a video on my setup, or maybe not, mostly because I don't have a microphone for my PC. That does remind me, apparently there's this one thing in like the Linux kernel or something, I think it's called like I can't remember, it's like USB microphone mode or something, although it got like changed in the API and there's like documentation on it, so I had to figure out how in the world that works. But yeah, I don't know. GitLab took me quite some time to actually get set up as well, because I had to, the main issue was that sometimes it didn't seem to actually push, so I was trying to push it to the repository, and then it just wouldn't, and I don't know, I had to figure out why that didn't work, and then once I did, it was a lot simpler than I thought it was. Man, this is it for my just little update on everything.